The story starts with a father and his son, Hyeon Jun, moving to a new house. The father lost his job and had to leave the city to find a new one. Hyeon Jun's mom and little sister stayed with the grandmother because the mom was sick. So, it was just Hyeon Jun and his dad starting a new life together. The next day, while they were walking, Hyeon Jun met a strange man who looked a little scary and was carrying a pile of books. Soon after, Hyeon Jun started a new school. On his first day, he was the new kid in Class 1. He didn't expect to meet a school gang called Zeus, led by a second-year student named Jae-yoon. He also met a boy named Byeong Yeon, who would be in his class. Byeong Yeon told him that there were two powerful gangs at school, Zeus and Storm. But Hyeon Jun didn't really care about that at the time. When they went to class, a funny teacher named Mr. Jae-ha came in and introduced himself as their homeroom teacher. Even though he looked funny, Mr. Jae-ha was really smart and had been chosen by the principal because of his talent. During break, Hyeon Jun was called over by a big student named Yeong Su. Yeong Su wanted to be friends, which surprised Hyeon Jun because Yeong Su was one of the strongest kids at school. It turned out Yeong Su was the scary-looking man he had met the day before. After that, Hyeon Jun went back to class and accidentally met Jin Won, who was also one of the strongest students and Yeong Su's best friend. They didn't pass the grade, so Hyeon Jun felt really lucky to make friends with them. While hanging out, a senior student suddenly spit on Jin Won from above. Jin Won didn't like this and shouted back at the senior. The senior, named Otake, came to their class to challenge Jin Won to a fight. When Yeong Su saw this, he quickly woke up and tried to stop the fight to help his friend. Luckily, their teacher, Mr. Jae-ha, came just in time to stop the fight. Later, Hyeon Jun, Yeong Su, and Jin Won were hanging out and became good friends. They even formed their own group called Reunion Gang. Then, Byeong Yeon came and told them that the Zeus Gang, led by Jae-yoon, was having a fight tournament for first-year students. The winner would be allowed to join their gang. Hyeon Jun and his friends rushed to watch the exciting event. After watching the fights, Hyeon Jun asked Jin Won to teach him self-defense since he knew Jin Won had learned martial arts before. Jin Won agreed and started teaching Hyeon Jun so he could protect himself from bullies. The next day, Hyeon Jun went to school with Yeong Su. When they got to class, they found out that Yeong Su was being called by Jae-yoon's gang, led by the bald Kim. They wanted Yeong Su to join the fight tournament, but Yeong Su refused because he wanted to pass his grade and didn't want to repeat the year. Unexpectedly, Jae-yoon and his gang showed up to challenge Yeong Su because they had an old grudge with him. However, Yeong Su still refused because he had promised someone he wouldn't fight again. One day, as they were about to go home, Jin Won got into an argument with a student from the night class because he didn't want to take turns going in and out of the classroom. Even though Yeong Su tried to stop them, things got out of hand, and soon, Yeong Su and Hyeon Jun were fighting too. The next day, Mr. Jae-ha called all the students involved to the front of the class to punish them. But what surprised Hyeon Jun was when Yeong Su decided to take all the punishments for his friends so no one else would get in trouble. Because of that, Yeong Su's legs were bruised, and Hyeon Jun helped him with the pain. To thank them, Byeong Yeon treated everyone to a meal. But Jin Won didn't eat with them and left. That's when Hyeon Jun learned that Jin Won worked after school to save money for his girlfriend's surgery. It showed him how much Jin Won was willing to sacrifice for the people he cared about. The next day, Hyeon Jun and his dad had to talk to Mr. Jae-ha because of the trouble Hyeon Jun caused. Hyeon Jun was saved by his dad, but sadly, Jin Won was expelled from the school. Hyeon Jun felt really sad about losing his friend, so he visited Yeong Su's house after school. There, Yeong Su made him his favorite dish, boiled eggs with mayonnaise, and they joked around, becoming even better friends. The following day, everyone at school was talking about the fight between Reunion Gang and the night class students. No one dared to mess with them anymore. While Yeong Su was resting in class, one of his friends came to tell him that Jae-yoon was making the bald Kim fight a member of Reunion Gang. Yeong Su didn't want to get involved because he had promised not to fight again, but the Reunion Gang member lost, so Zeus's gang got 1 point ahead. After school, Hyeon Jun learned that Yeong Su didn't want to fight anymore because he didn't want to hurt his girlfriend, Jong Hyeon. Jong Hyeon then introduced Hyeon Jun to her friend, Jimin, and that's when Hyeon Jun experienced love at first sight. After the date, Hyeon Jun was curious about how Yeong Su got together with Jong Hyeon. Yeong Su explained that it all started because of something small. Jong Hyeon thought Yeong Su was really handsome after she accidentally saw him while he was taking a bath. Yeong Su also told Hyeon Jun that Jimin seemed to like him. So, Yeong Su suggested that Hyeon Jun should act quickly and not hurt Jimin's feelings because she was one of the rare good girls. The next day, Hyeon Jun was happy and asked Jimin out on a date. They had fun talking and spending time together, but on their way home, they were stopped by Otaek and his friends. Otaek started talking about a guy named Hyuknam, which made things tense. Because of that, Hyeon Jun misunderstood Jimin and felt like she had been lying to him. Their relationship became a little rocky after that. Later that night, Hyeon Jun was still confused, so he asked Yeong Su who Hyuknam was. Yeong Su explained that Hyuknam was Jimin's ex-boyfriend who had died in an accident after they broke up. Because of this, Jimin was blamed by her friends for a while and went through a tough time. That's why Jimin was sensitive about talking about Hyuknam. The following day, Yeong Su woke Hyeon Jun up early to go exercise. But instead, Yeong Su took him to Jimin's mother's grave. By chance, Jimin and Jong Hyeon were there too. Jimin invited Hyeon Jun to visit her mother's grave since it was her birthday. During this moment, Hyeon Jun and Jimin's relationship got better again. One day in class, a shy student came to Hyeon Jun and told him that two bullies were picking on him. Hyeon Jun stood up and helped the student, with a little help from Yeong Su. After that, Hyeon Jun felt really brave and decided to start a student help service to solve problems like this. But soon, they ran into Jae-yoon and his gang, who had heard that Hyeon Jun was acting like a hero. Luckily, Jae-yoon let them go, but he made fun of Yeong Su. Hyeon Jun didn't like this at all and wanted to stand up for his friend, but Yeong Su's friend stopped him. Later, Hyeon Jun told Yeong Su about what happened, but Yeong Su warned him to be careful and not go too far. Yeong Su didn't want them to get into trouble with Jae-yoon, but Hyeon Jun felt like he had done the right thing to help the other student and defend Yeong Su. This made things a little awkward between Hyeon Jun and Yeong Su. The next day, Hyeon Jun got some bad news. While he was resting in class, a friend told him that his dad had gotten hurt at work. Without wasting any time, Hyeon Jun rushed to the hospital. He had to stop going to school for a while to work in his dad's place, carrying fruit. It was hard work, and he started to understand how tough life was for his dad, who worked so hard to support the family. But just when he was feeling tired and upset, something good happened. Yeong Su and the members of Reunion Gang came to visit him after school. In that moment, Hyeon Jun and Yeong Su made up, and they had fun together. They even helped Hyeon Jun with his work every day after school. True friends really are priceless. One day, Hyeon Jun and his friends moved up to the second grade. Hyeon Jun was still in the same class as Yeong Su and Byeong Yeon, but his other gang members, Young Woo and Jong Woo, moved to different classes. While they were chatting and having fun, Hyeon Jun accidentally spilled his drink on the bald Kim. This made the bald Kim really mad, and soon they were fighting. But the bald Kim wasn't playing fair. He asked Jae-yoon and his gang for help. Because of this, Yeong Su had to step in and accept Jae-yoon's challenge. Jae-yoon had a grudge against Yeong Su and his gang from 3 years ago. So, Yeong Su agreed to the fight, setting the time and place. In class, Hyeon Jun's friends told him that the Zeus gang and the Storm gang had teamed up to defeat Yeong Su and the Reunion gang. But Yeong Su wasn't scared at all. He called up some of his old friends to join the fight. Once everyone gathered, they faced off against Zeus and Storm, and a big gang battle began. After a tough fight, Yeong Su and the Reunion gang won. They celebrated by eating together. Because of their victory, Jae-yoon and his gang wouldn't bother them anymore, and everyone was super happy. The next day, Hyeon Jun was relaxing and eating with his friends like usual. During their meal, one of his friends told him that Yeong Su wanted to go to college because he believed education was important for the future. Hyeon Jun suddenly remembered that Yeong Su had mentioned this before. It also made sense why Yeong Su didn't want to get into trouble at school cause he wanted to focus on his future. Hyeon Jun also found out that after their big fight, Jae-yoon decided to leave the school and transfer to a new one. But suddenly, Byeong Yeon came with some terrible news. Yeong Su had been attacked by someone mysterious and was now in a coma. Without wasting any time, they rushed to the hospital to find out how Yeong Su was doing. Hyeon Jun and his friends went to the police to report the attack, hoping they could find the person who did this. But the police didn't take it seriously and didn't want to investigate. Feeling frustrated, Hyeon Jun and his friends decided to find the person who attacked Yeong Su on their own. Meanwhile, Hyeon Jun's dad had recovered, but Hyeon Jun was still sad because now Yeong Su was the one in trouble. He was so upset that he even lost his appetite, thinking about his friend's condition. The next day, after school, Hyeon Jun went to find the bald Kim and his gang, challenging him to a one-on-one fight. Hyeon Jun thought that the bald Kim was the one who attacked Yeong Su. When the bald Kim saw how angry Hyeon Jun was, he got scared because he didn't do it. But Hyeon Jun was too upset to listen. Jimin saw that Hyeon Jun was in danger and tried to stop him. She was worried because she didn't want to lose someone she cared about, like she lost her mom or her ex-boyfriend Hyuk Nam. But Hyeon Jun wouldn't listen. He was determined to find the person who hurt Yeong Su, even if it meant putting his life at risk. He even said he might break up with Jimin if she tried to stop him. At that moment, Jimin didn't know what to say. She just stayed quiet, feeling helpless. Soon after, Hyeon Jun went to see Jin Won, thinking he was the one who attacked Yeong Su. It turned out that Ji-yoon had tricked Jin Won into fighting Yeong Su by offering to pay for his girlfriend's surgery if Jin Won won. But Jin Won lost to Yeong Su. Now, Hyeon Jun thought that maybe Jin Won attacked Yeong Su to get the money for the surgery. Jae-yoon finally admitted that he attacked Yeong Su because he was still upset about losing the fight yesterday and wanted to get revenge in a sneaky way. Hyeon Jun had to step in and talk to Jin Won, making him realize that what he did was wrong. Soon, an epic fight began. Hyeon Jun fought hard and won, but Jae-yoon played dirty by having his gang jump in to help him. Even though Hyeon Jun was outnumbered, he didn't give up. He called on his friends to help him stand up to Jae-yoon's tricks. Jae-yoon was shocked when he found out Yeong Su had woken up from his coma. Even the bald Kim and Jin Won decided to support Yeong Su. Jae-yoon realized he was outnumbered, so he challenged Hyeon Jun to a one-on-one fight to make things more fair. Without thinking twice, the duel started. Even though Hyeon Jun was tired from the previous fight, he still managed to win and beat Jae-yoon. Thanks to this victory, the reunion gang became bigger and more famous. But even though they were stronger now, they didn't want to cause more trouble. The real reason they formed the gang was to make more friends, because friendship was what mattered most to them. The film ends. The moral lesson from this film is if you want to make friends, just spill your drink on the toughest guy at school and start a fight cause it works every time. Also, never forget, true friends are the ones who will help you fight dirty and bring you boiled eggs when you're sad.